Hi everyone, it's me Rachel, and we're going to do some cooking with Rachel tonight. And we are making banana bread because I didn't eat the bananas and they're getting spotty. And I can smell them from across the room. Well, hi.
Hi. You doing a video?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We have the paper towels in the shop, and so I asked him to bring some in for me because I'm almost out of the ones in the house. Okay, back to what I was saying. Charlie didn't eat the bananas, and I really haven't been eating bananas because, I'm not supposed to because of the blood sugar thing. So, I'm making banana bread, which I probably shouldn't eat that either. But I'll be diligent and not eat a whole bunch. So I've already mixed everything together so that we don't have to have a 1-hour video again. I got this recipe off of Google, and it is moist banana bread recipe, and I'll link the website, but it is at natashaskitchen.com, and I have the oven preheated to 350, and it sounds like it's going to bake for 55 to 60 minutes. So the recipe calls, I've already put this in here. So the recipe calls for 3 very ripe bananas, and I've doubled this. So I'm going to give you the ingredients for a single recipe. So 3 very ripe bananas, 1/2 cup of butter, and that is 1 stick of butter, room temperature, 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 large eggs, lightly beaten, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. That's what you need for the recipe. The recipe says that you can add raisins if you want, and you can add nuts, walnuts. I don't particularly like walnuts per se in my food, and I don't even know if I have any. I might have some, but I don't think I want any. And I don't want raisins in it. So I like oatmeal cookies with raisins, but I don't like banana bread with raisins in it. So anyway, that's what I have. So what I've done is you are supposed to go and cream your butter and your sugar. Now, I haven't used white sugar. When I make bread, I like using brown sugar. So I substituted for brown sugar, and instead of putting, because I doubled it, instead of putting 2 sticks of butter in, I don't want all that fat, so I substituted 1/2 cup of the butter for 1/2 cup of applesauce. So I have 1/2 cup of applesauce in here and a stick of butter, and I have my brown sugar and my 2 eggs that I've beaten. And then in this bowl right here, I have my flour, my baking soda. I did not add salt because my butter, I always buy salted butter. So I didn't add salt because my butter is salted, and my vanilla. So I'm almost out of vanilla. So I'm going to turn this on here. I had to wipe I'll step over here a little bit so I'm further away. Hopefully you can hear me over that. I had to wipe my KitchenAid down because I haven't used it in a long time. And I still have to put the eggs in, so I'm going to let that mix up a little bit more. It's kind of nice having a KitchenAid. It's really heavy, so it doesn't move around when it's doing its thing. And it has this little spill thingy, not spill thingy, a shield around it. So when I put stuff in, it's not going to splash everywhere. So that's kind of a nice little feature. A guard? Is that what it is? I don't know. Okay. Looks like it's mixing up pretty good. And then we're going to add this on there. They said that the main thing when you're mixing it together is not to overmix it, because then it can get gummy. And I think that's after you put that flour in. So today is Sunday, September 14th, and we went to church this morning. And I'm sure a lot of you are aware of what happened Wednesday with Charlie Kirk being shot. And today our pastor went and read this thing called "The Cross Still Offends." Hold on, turn this off for a minute. So he read this thing called "The Cross Still Offends," and it's by Rich Bitterman. So Richman. And it made me tear. Yeah, it brought me to tears. Anyway, so I don't know what your thoughts are on that, and I'm not going to get political because it's not a political thing. It's somebody that's taken somebody else's life. And anyway, it talks from a Christian's point of view. And it's, as I said, it's pretty sad. It's overwhelming. And I thought I would share that in case you wanted to take a peek. All you have to do is on Google put Rich, R-I-C-H, Bitterman, "The Cross Still Offends," and it will pop up. It's all over social media right now. And it's, yeah. Okay, so I am dumping in the flour. And I just want to let you guys know that before I did this, I actually, because I don't use my KitchenAid like I should, I actually had to Google which attachment to use to mix it up, because I don't use it like I should. Okay. Got that in there. I'm going to scrape the sides a little bit. I don't want to mix it too much because it said that it'd get yucky. And it looks like it might be ready. So my pans are not quite the right size, but I think it'll be okay. If not, we'll find out when they're done, right? So it's like 9 by 5 by, they're deep enough. I just don't think that they're as long and wide. So my bread's probably going to be taller. That's okay though, right? Hopefully. Okay, put this down. And get my thingy out of here. It's got stuff all over on it. Okay, let's see. Ah, there we go. Had to figure out how to get it off. I'm making a mess. I have like batter all over the thing now because I touched it. That's okay though. That's okay. Messes are made to be cleaned up. No worries. Okay. So I'm gonna, oh, I forgot to put this in. Well, I will just do it like this and stir it, fold it in. And I'm just gonna put in a little bit more. Okay. Get my bowl off my mixer. Put it over here. So I'm just going to fold the vanilla in a little bit. Incorporate it. Don't want to do too much because I don't want it to get gummy. That was the word used, gummy. Okay, put that away. So I have these Pullman bread pans that I really like. I got them on Amazon a long time ago. I got 2 for the price of 1 or something. Anyway, so those are what I'm going to use to make my bread. So I think I'll just go back and forth a little bit until they're even. Let's see, today is a nice day. It's sunny, a little humid, not too bad. And Charlie's been working outside, getting the stuff picked up for winter. And because you never know when winter's going to hit in a place like where we live. And so he's been doing that. And what else have we been doing? Oh, he does. I have a funny story for you guys. So, he has been working on outside plug-in because he is an electrician by trade. Was an electrician by trade, either way. Still is. Anyway, he was a journeyman electrician, and he is putting in an outside outlet, so we have plugins outside. And so we have a breaker box in the house, and we have one underneath our house in the cellar. And he was flipping the breaker downstairs to check something, I don't know what, and the he ended up turning off one of the things, or he flipped one of the breakers. And so later on that day, I went into our bedroom. So our bedroom was one of the ones that got shut off, and every clock in our house is like a wall-mounted analog, battery operated, except for our bedroom and the one on the stove. But I don't pay attention to the one on the stove most of the time. Anyway, I went into the bedroom and I looked at the clock and I was like, oh wow, it's really dark and it's not even 4 o'clock. And I was just like, wow, it's already getting dark that fast. And then a couple hours later, I was in, or then like, not a couple hours, like half hour later maybe, I went into the into the kitchen, and I noticed that the clock in the kitchen said it was like almost 7. And I was like, oh my gosh, has that much time gone by? Where did it go? Where did the time go? What have I done? And then I realized that the clock in the bedroom was wrong because of the power going out in there. So I kind of felt stupid. I don't know if you guys have moments like that, but I do. Anyway, at least I'm brave enough to admit them. Okay, so I have 2 of these, and they're both full about to like halfway. So I am going to put these in the oven. Be right back. Don't look at my mess. I'll talk to you because I have my speaker on right here, my microphone. I always call it a speaker, I don't know why. I have my, I had already prepared the pans, so I already oiled them and floured them. So they were ready to go. And anyway, so I'm not going to make you wait 60 minutes to see what the finished product is. Go to my community page and you'll be able to see how beautiful or how not beautiful my banana bread turns out. Maybe I'll even take some to a friend or something if they turn out nice. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay blessed, everyone. Bye, friends.